guys, how are you? My name is Kanaan Amoudi, and I'm from Lebanon, and I'll be presenting about my country today. Okay, so Lebanon, officially the Republic of Lebanon, is the Republic, or the Lebanese Republic, is a country in Western Asia. Its capital is Beirut. It's located between Syria to the north and to the east, and Israel or Palestine to the south, while Cyprus lies to its west across the Mediterranean Sea. Sorry about that. Okay.
Take care of meeting people.
Okay. Its location at a crossroads of the Mediterranean basin and the Arabian hinterland has contributed to its rich history and shaped cultural identity of religious diversity. Lebanon is home to roughly 6 million people and covers an area of 10,452 kilometers squared, or square kilometer. Sorry. Which is about 4,036 square miles, making it one of the smallest countries in the world. The official language of the state is Arabic, while French is also formally recognized. The Lebanese dialect of Arabic is used alongside modern standard Arabic throughout the country. This is a picture of the capital, Beirut. So Lebanese flag history. In 1943, Lebanon gained independence and adopted a flag made up of white field with two horizontal red stripes at the top and the bottom with a green cedar tree in the center. The red represents the bloodshed and white represents the purity and peace and the snow, because Lebanon is known for its snowy mountains. And the cedar represents the Bible. That's the modern Lebanese flag. Whereas before 1943, the Lebanese flag was the French flag with the cedar tree in the middle. Before Lebanon gained independence. What is the race of Lebanese? Ethnically, the Lebanese compose a mixture in which Phoenician, Greek, Armenian, and Arab elements. Within the larger Lebanese community, ethnic minorities, including Armenian and Kurdish population, are also present, whereas Lebanese people are half French since Lebanon was ruled by France back in 1945. Just so guys let you know something about the history, we got into independence in 1943, but 1946, the French soldiers left Lebanon. That's a lot of pictures of Lebanon too, and Beirut. That's downtown Beirut. It's really common. A lot of tourists come and visit. And Lebanon is known for I don't know what's the phrase in English, but it's mainly Muslims, Christians, Jewish people live all together. As you can see in downtown Beirut, we have a church and a mosque right across each other. What is Lebanon known for? Okay. Lebanon is known for archaeology. At the crossroads of Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Europe, Lebanon has an exceptionally rich archaeological heritage. The outdoors Kadisha Valley gorges, hiking along a route dotted with ancient monasteries, food, drinks, and historic buildings. As you can see here, in the shore of Lebanon, in the Gulf, you can see we have the, Mary, right? Right here. You see the statue of Mary? Yes. Lebanese traditional foods. Lebanese food, tabbouleh. It's parsley bulgur salad. That's the tabbouleh. I'm sorry. Fattoush, it's pita salad. That's the fattoush. Lebanese creamy yogurt spread. That's it. Hummus, everyone knows hummus, it's chickpea dip. All right. Muhammara, it's roasted red pepper dip. It's like kind of spicy. Manakish or manouche, it's a breakfast dough topped with thyme, cheese, or ground beef, which is meat. As you can see, right next to below tabbouleh, the salad, that's the manouche. It's a pizza dough, and it's really good. That's my favorite. We have sfiha or lahm bajin. It's just like the pizza dough with beef on it. Kak, it's Lebanese purse bread. It's like right here, as you can see it. We have full balila musabaha, beans and chickpeas. That's what basically it is. Sorry. We have kibbeh or kibbeh. It's spiced meatballs and shawarma. I guess everyone knows what's shawarma. That's the meatballs right here, and that's the shawarma. Lebanese clothing. Dress codes differ from one workplace to the next, although a general rule, the Lebanese are very mindful of appearances. As you can say, materialistic. Most men and women wear fashionable, chiefly European-style clothes. In government settings, men wear a suit and tie, women wear dresses and makeup. The traditional clothing is the abaya. It's a traditional long baggy dress that is fashionable till this day, but not in Lebanon. Both men and women wore the abaya. That's a picture of me wearing it. That's a traditional one. That's another picture. Where am I from? I'm from Tripoli. Tripoli is the largest city in northern Lebanon and the second largest city in the country after Beirut. Situated 85 kilometers, which is 53 miles, which is very small. But it's in the north of the capital, Beirut, like it's in the north part of Lebanon. It's the capital of the North government and the Tripoli district. Tripoli overlooks the eastern Mediterranean Sea. Those are all pictures of Tripoli. And it's the northernmost seaport in Lebanon. It holds a string of 4 small islands offshore. And they are the only islands in Lebanon, like inside of Lebanon, besides Cyprus, which is like pretty far further. The Palm Islands were declared a protected area because of their status of haven for endangered loggerhead turtles. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. It has rare seals and migratory birds. Tripoli borders are the city of Almina, the port of the Tripoli district. This is Almina, and which is geographically conjoined to form the Greater Tripoli conurbation. I don't know what's that, but that's it. Okay, I have some questions for you guys. Where is Lebanon located?
Middle East.
Yeah, do you know like the borders? South, north, east?
Syria, by Syria.
Syria is from the north and from the east, and Israel or Palestine is from the south. What is
Can you slow down and ask people in Zoom if they put it in the chat or?
Oh, in the Zoom? Okay, for sure. Okay, I'll ask this question for everybody. If anyone knows the answer, just type in the chat.
Give a little bit of time for
Yes.
to unmute themselves.
So what is the Lebanese race?
Mixture.
Huh?
Mixture. It's European and Syrian
Yes.
mixture.
If anybody knows, you can unmute or type the answer as long as you feel comfortable. All right. What is the capital of Lebanon?
Beirut.
Yes. Anyone Zoom box, chat box? All right. What is the largest city in northern Lebanon? Yes, that's where I'm from. Okay. Prior to 1953, what was the Lebanese flag like?
French with the two colors and then they were vertical.
The French with the cedar tree in the middle. Yeah. And what is the traditional clothing of Lebanon?
Yeah,
The answers in the chat.
Yes, everyone said it right. It's the French flag with the cedar tree in the middle. You're right, Casey, for the food.
Tabula,
Did you guys know what's the traditional clothing in Lebanon?
Kazaya.
The abaya. Yes, it's the long baggy suit. And can you name 3 Lebanese foods?
Purse bread. Purse bread.
What was that?
Purse bread.
Yes, which is the salad. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. 2 more. Shawarma. And 1 more. Hummus, fattoush, and tabbouleh. Yes,
International.
that's right. Do you guys have any questions for me? Or to ask about Lebanon or anything, even Zoom? If anyone has any questions, just type in or say. Yes.
This is your whole presentation.
Yes. It's pretty short.
The Arabic, oh, you read?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
The Arabic that's spoken, I learned the language from Tripoli, Libya. And when
Yes.
conversing with Syrian people, this is many decades ago,
Mhm.
and the words were totally different in some cases.
Yes.
They speak a different dialect.
Yes, that's true. Mainly Lebanese people and Syrians speak the same, kinda, since we both were like pretty close and were ruled by France too. So they kind of speak the same accent, you can say, like the Arabic accent, but French people don't speak French. Syrian people don't speak French. That's the only difference.
Can you stop sharing and share the audience in the
Yes.
So then goodbye would be like masalama.
What was that?
Goodbye is masalama.
Oh, ma salama. Okay, so ma salama is like formal Arabic, you know? They use it in Saudi Arabia, they use it in UAE, United Arab Emirates, and
Tripoli, Libya also.
Libya, they use it, Palestine, yeah,
Oh,
but not
Palestine.
Lebanon. Lebanon, we say like,
More European like.
we say bye, you know? We use these words, you know? I have a small question in the chat box. Yes, mainly every single Lebanese speaks French and Arabic, besides English.
Then it's like Tunisia, they speak French in Tunisia.
Tunisia, Algeria,
Yes.
Morocco,
Morocco.
yes, they speak French too. Do you guys have any questions?
Can you tell us more about the education system in your country? And can you spend more? We have to
Yes.
more time for.
Yes, so 2 of the best universities in Lebanon are AUB, which is American University of Beirut, and LAU. It is Lebanese American University. Those have the 2 best education system, where it's like expensive, but you know, it's like pretty good when whoever just graduates from there. It's like a big thing, you know. They get more job opportunities, That's pretty much it.
What is, I'm sorry, what is the elementary for the children education?
Say that again?
The children in the beginning school?
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you from primary, elementary, middle school, and high school. So the formation of schools in Lebanon, it's not like here. Here you go to primary school by itself, elementary by itself, middle school by itself, and high school by itself. You change like 4 types of schools, right? In Lebanon, it has all stages in one school. So you go to kindergarten and primary, which is primary, I guess, elementary, middle school, and high school at the same time on one school. And we still have the same system since 1926. There's one thing that changed is in grade 5, it's called certificat. That's in French. In grade 5, you take official exams and you take a certificate about that, like a diploma. They stopped that, but we still do grade 9. It's brevet. We do official exams. We go to the government. We're watched by official teachers and like soldiers, just like the SAT, but like way more like serious, Like I cannot come here if I didn't pass grade 12, which is the baccalaureate, you know that? The Lebanese baccalaureate. So we take these tests at the same time. France takes these tests, So you cannot come here if you don't pass those. The grade 9, obviously you cannot go to grade 10 if you don't pass it. Same thing, if you don't pass the grade 12, you cannot go to university.
Is school free in your country?
No, but like it's a small, like you pay just a small amount of money for like public schools, just like everywhere. But not like here, The public schools in Lebanon are just like lower level, In Tripoli, we have like this best 4 schools. Whoever goes there is like, not a nerd, but like an intellectual, Yeah, that's pretty much it.
If you could invite us to visit a place from Lebanon, a touristic place, which one it would be, why, and what experiences do you have there? If you can talk.
I would definitely recommend to go to Jounieh. It's between Tripoli and Beirut. Okay, and so they have, what's paragliding? Just like you go on the top of a mountain, you jump with a parachute, but you have like someone with you from the team. Yeah, I would recommend to do that. It's cheap, fun, safe, and it's really nice. Besides that, you could go in Jounieh too. You go a lot of good food. They have a lot of bars, a lot of nightclubs. It's really fun. I love Jounieh. It's like between Lebanon and between Beirut and Tripoli. It's really nice. But like back like 2 years ago, I moved to live in Saudi Arabia with my dad, like all of us, my mom, my siblings. We moved to Saudi Arabia to live with my dad because we had a revolution happening in Lebanon, some economic chaos, crisis, The dollar rate in Lebanon right now is like really high. So it's really cheap for like tourists to go there, Like if you go, let's say you switch $500 to Lebanese currency, like to Lebanese pounds, you would live like for 3 months. Well, and with everything every single day, You eat outside, it's really good. 2 years ago, it used to be $100, it used to be 150,000 Lebanese pounds. Right now, $100 is 3 million Lebanese pounds.
Why do you think it's the crisis that is the government or what is it?
Basically, and it all started because of a small thing, which is a fee. The application WhatsApp. It's from Facebook, which is Meta. This application, the government wanted to take some fees, which is $6 fee every month in order to use it. So people started like the crisis and the revolution from there. And it all went through the gas, through the Lebanese currency, the dollar rate, every single thing, you know? Like now gas is so cheap if you have American dollars, but it's so expensive if you live in Lebanon and you get your salary and your payments from Lebanon. Like now, let's say a civil engineer in Lebanon used to get paid $2,000 a month. Now, $2,000 a month or 3 million, which now is $100. So he gets paid $100 a month. He cannot pay for anything. No electricity, no gas, you know? It's pretty messed up.
What is the wage salary for the local people?
Well, basically, they would want to get paid in American dollars, not in Lebanese currency, because it won't work for them. They won't be able to live good if they don't get paid in American dollars. Because everything in Lebanon is like imported, you know? Like we don't create stuff. We get everything from outside. And that's where you have to pay. You cannot pay in Lebanese pounds. You have to pay in American dollars. Just like, let's say Snickers. A bar of chocolate used to be 1,000 Lebanese pounds. Now it's like 30,000, you know? So, like workers would, like they get paid like $23 an hour, but $23 on the old Lebanese rate, which is 25,000 Lebanese pounds, which is nothing. They would want to get paid in American dollars, even though it's $10 per hour, you know? Yes?
So I was wondering, like for a farmer in Lebanon, what would they grow?
Okay, so in the eastern part of Lebanon, all they can grow is potatoes. They cannot grow anything else because the ground is like, since back in the wars, in the Civil War, the ground is just so bad, they cannot grow anything on it. In the northern part of Lebanon, they grow everything, but not like expensive fruits, not like bananas, not mangoes, just basically the vegetables, lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, potatoes, corn, and that's pretty much it. Like they don't get income from there. Like basically Lebanon has 4 million people in its population right now, but we have 25 million in Brazil. You know, like there's a lot of people outside of Lebanon than there's in Lebanon, you know? Like the previous president of Brazil was Lebanese. Yes. There's a lot of Lebanese people outside of Lebanon.
As you were preparing for this presentation, you give us a statement that your country's a very small country but full of resources. What do you
Yes.
mean with that?
Yes. So Lebanon, as I stated before, is 10,452 square kilometers. It's not that big, but it has a lot of resources, just like the phrase is on the flyer, if you guys saw it. First of all, Lebanon is really known for their potatoes, just like I told you. We like export potatoes from Lebanon. That's the only income. That's from the farmer's farm, you know? Lebanon right now is the safest country in the Middle East. It's the safest country in the Middle East. For tourists, we have the Baalbek Castle. It's since the Romanians, like back in thousands of years ago, it's still there. People go to do tourism over there. It's really nice. The food is so nice. They do a lot of events, concerts. Just like a year ago, if you guys know Chris Brown, the rapper, yes, he was in Lebanon. The Real Madrid and the Barcelona Clásico, which is the soccer teams. the legends came and played in Lebanon like 2 years ago. Like it has a lot of interest in there's a lot of interest in Lebanon, but since the economic chaos right now, it's just scary kind of. But Lebanon is like has no enemies. It's allies with all countries, you know? That's pretty much it.
What sports you have mentioned right now about sports? What sports are used to play in Lebanon?
Yes.
And which one were you used to practice?
Yes. So back in like 3 years ago, I played basketball for my Lebanese national team. And I played, before playing basketball, I played soccer as a goalkeeper for my Lebanese national team too. We went to Bahrain, you know, Bahrain. It's a country in the Gulf. We won the Arab tournament, Arab Cup. And I played table tennis. But like the two sports that I was like into it much was soccer and basketball. And I came here to play Fresno, like a Fresno State rugby, but I didn't have time. Yes. Do you have any questions for me?
What are your goals here in Fresno State? What are you
Okay. So I came here, I'm studying criminology, victimology. My main reason I came here is I want to join the CIA as a private investigator or a professor in forensic science. And that's like basically my goal. And that's why I came to Fresno State.
Here at Fresno State, how have you felt as an international student from Lebanon, considering there aren't too many from?
Oh my God. Since I came here, like the day before my flight to the US, I lost my passport. So I called the coordinator of international missions, which is Daniel Wang. He's in the international office. I was freaking out. It was like 4 a.m. I was crying. Like, you know, that's my future. I cannot study in Lebanon, you know? Long story short, I found it the next day. And I had to book another flight. I came here. I had no housing. I emailed the international office. They gave me emergency housing, but I didn't go there. I found a house like last minute. I came here. I didn't know what's like general education. I have to like, you know, just like to match classes and stuff like that. I didn't know that. I faced a lot of problems, but the international office really helped me. They helped me so much. And now I'm an international ambassador. I'm really like involved in all resources on Fresno State, just like the library. I volunteered to the International Coffee Hour. That's pretty much it. I'm like really involved in campus resources.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Any questions in Zoom, last minute questions or comments?
I'm just curious,
Yes.
how many, do you have the ability to determine how many people are able to watch this program on Zoom?
There is no limit or how many people can join us, so feel
Do
free.
you have any idea how many are?
Right now, we have
There's
16.
I see.
So usually that's our numbers every week, between 16 and 20, just in Zoom, plus the ones that are usually here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the majority opt to not open their cameras, but as you could see, those are all the names of
Yeah.
the ones that are here. So thank you, we really appreciate your
Thank you so
presentation today.
much. Thank you.
Unfortunately, it was a very short presentation, we wish we had seen more of your country, but let's take a picture. So now I know that the audience here in the room wants to see the people in Zoom. So if you could please open your camera so we're able to see you and take a picture with our speaker today. So